recording. Thank you. We'll just wait for a minute. I think everybody is not joined. We'll start. So, Hare Krishna, welcome to this special class on Chaturmas. And sorry for all the inconvenience. So, we'll start with our offering of our prayers to Srila Prabhupada. I offer my respects to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is very dear to Lord Krishna. O spiritual master, I offer my respects to you. You are servant of your Guru, Saraswati Goswami. You are kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya and delivering the Western countries. Panchatattva mantra. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, are you aware of this word called Chaturmas? I've been seeing the messages in the group. So, a lot of people are separately sending me. So, I thought this is the right time to discuss about Chaturmas. So Chaturmas, if I separate both the words, Chatur stands for number 4 and Mas means month. Okay, so 4 months. That is the meaning. So now this 4 months of very, very auspicious period starts from after, this Shayan Ekadashi. Shayan Ekadashi means this Ekadashi which has just gone in the month of July, 17th of July. One Ekadashi just went by. I'm sure many of you would have observed the fast. So here, Lord Vishnu goes into sleep. Means he goes to sleep, he takes rest. So Lord Vishnu goes down into the deep ocean and he rests for a period of 4 months. And this period starts from today. So basically, there are a lot of some people start from full moon to full moon for the next 4 months. Some people start immediately after Ekadashi. So all are acceptable. All are acceptable in scriptures. Some people started observing this 4 months period immediately after Ekadashi, and today is full moon. So some people start from today onwards. So it is not a problem. You can start any time that you're okay with. So now, first of all, let me ask you, are you aware of the story of King Bali and Vaman Dev, where Krishna, Lord Vishnu had taken the, birth as a very, very small Brahmin? Are you aware of that story where he, requests King Bali to, give him 3 steps of land? And in those 3 steps, Lord Vaman, took away all his the kingdom and all the sky and the land, everything he took. And in the 3rd step, Vaman Dev, Bali asked, where I don't have anything else to give you. no, sorry, Vaman Dev says, where should I put my third step? So then King Bali was such a generous, although he was a demon king, but he was so generous. He said, my lord, you can put your third step on my head. And when Lord puts his third step on Bali's head, so Bali goes down to Patal Lok. So Patal Lok is actually deep down in the ocean. When you touch the bottommost part of the ocean, you come to the Patal Loka. So yeah, so then, but then Bali requested Lord that please in these, please come and reside with me in Patal Loka. So Lord said, okay, not always, but 4 months in a year, I will come and reside in your Loka, in your kingdom. So Bali actually shifted his land from earth, and he went down to Patal because as a charity he had given everything to Lord Vaman. And so in this period of 4 months, which we call Chaturmas, when we say that Lord goes to sleep, actually Lord Vishnu goes down and resides in the kingdom of Bali. So that is why we say that Lord Vishnu has gone to rest and Lord Vishnu has gone to sleep in these 4 months. But actually, Lord goes and resides in the kingdom of Bali. So is it clear why why it is called that Lord goes to sleep in this period? So this
The spelling is Vali or Bali?
Bali is Bali. So this was a short story. I mean, it's a long story, but just to put it shortly, I just quickly
Question.
explained.
Patal
Yes,
Loka,
Patal, P-A-8-8, you can say Patal.
but this is not hell, right?
No, no, this hell would be somewhere up. Not,
I
this is
think
not hell. Patal is
but
different.
Mataji, what can you please go back? Where did they pressed and Patal look? Where exactly that is?
Patal, actually, it is geographically, it is scripture said it is located deep down in the oceans. Is it okay?
Yes, Mataji. It's very difficult, no, because to interpret, I have to place it somewhere. Where do I
Yeah,
place it?
so shall I look? Rasriti, can you look for any picture which you can find from our websites or anything? If you type ISKCON and you can just say Patal Loka, if you can
Yes,
find some
yes,
picture.
Mataji. I'll do that.
Okay. So we'll see if we can find some picture to give it a reference.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah. So this is the story, and that is why they say that in this 4 month of period, Lord Vishnu goes to rest. He goes to sleep, but actually he goes and resides in the Patal Loka, and in that period, Lord Shiva takes care of the universe. He takes care of the responsibility and of managing the entire. That is why when Savan month comes, these 4 months, one of the months Savan comes and Lord Shiva is worshipped a lot. So because Lord Vishnu has gone to rest and Shiva takes up the responsibility of managing the universe. So is this much story is clear? Can we move forward? So now these 4 months actually,
Sorry, Mataji, there's a photo which is being shared on the chat. If you could
yeah,
look at
one
it,
second.
tell me where.
Rasriti, how do I open this? Is everybody able to see?
I'm asking. No, they can't.
Then we have to share the screen only, Mataji, actually. Or we can
Okay,
send later in the WhatsApp group.
one second. If I share, how will I be able to?
Wait,
I am
wait.
not able to.
I'm also doing that. Just a second.
Okay, so you can share, sir. We can share it later, otherwise we'll fall short of time, Saurav.
Yeah, I understand, Mataji. Just a second.
Mm.
I'm not used to
Okay.
Can they see?
Yeah, it's quite small. No? Yeah.
Now, where is which one of this, Mataji?
I don't know. It's not very clear. I think it should be the
In the last,
Tirasrit.
actually, you can refer the other two pictures also. It is very clear. It is mentioned in the photograph.
Mataji, that would mean I have to again go back and then share that.
Okay, so Rasrit, you can just say send just one picture which the name is written.
The last one you can see it
Okay.
mentioned clearly.
3 pictures you sent. The last one, huh?
The last one.
Okay.
The down it has written Patala.
Okay. Okay. Can you see?
The last one.
Ah, thank you. You can.
Yeah. So it is the bottommost portion. Okay, so now while Lord is sleeping, it is said that we should not do anything which is auspicious. So that is why it is said that during this period, while the Lord is sleeping, nothing auspicious takes. That means there is no marriages do not take place. People do not buy a new property. People do not buy a new car. People do not enter into new business. Basically no new venture takes place while this 4 months are going on. But at the same time, this period is very, very auspicious for performing bhakti, for doing any kind of spiritual activity. This month is very, very auspicious. Okay. So now, one of the very important parts of following this Chaturmas is that we leave one item of food for one month. So basically, there are 4 things we are supposed to avoid eating in these 4 months. So for the first month, so let me tell you, I will in the group after the class, I will send the dates, like starting from today, say 21st July to August, someday 20 or 21st August, you will have to leave a certain item. So after the class, I will send the date and the what item to leave during that period. Okay, so I will not be discussing the dates right now because it will take a lot of time. So for the first month of Chaturmasya, we are supposed to leave all kinds of green vegetables, green leafy vegetables, like you have spinach, you have methi, or there are so many kind of green leafy vegetables which come. We should not eat in that first period of Chaturmas. Then in the second month, we should avoid curd. Curd means anything which is prepared with curd also we are not supposed to consume. Like we make curry in North India, we a lot of dishes are prepared with curd. So that also we should avoid, and we have to totally cut out curd from our diet. But of course, it is said that Panchamrit, like in the temple when you go and you get that liquid prasad in your hand, Panchamrit it is called. So that can be taken. That has milk and it also has curd, but that can be honored. We can accept that. Okay. Now, in the third month, we are supposed to leave milk. So then that includes all those people who are taking tea. That also has to be avoided. So pure milk and also products made of milk. So sweets made of milk and anything which is produced from milk has to be not to be eaten. And in the last month, which is the fourth month, we have to avoid urad and masoor dal. So urad dal, not many people eat directly because it causes a lot of gas. But otherwise, it is consumed in high quantity in South India when we eat idli, dosa, and vada. So basically, in the last month, urad dal and also masoor dal, it is said because they are very, very high protein. So urad dal has to be avoided. So is it clear?
Yes, yes, Mataji.
Okay. So dates I will share. When is it starting? What is it? So if I start now, like now this is the current month. So by the time the 4 months get over, Kartik gets started. So we all know about Kartik. We do Damodar month. So in that particular month, we observe, we don't take Urad dal. So by the time this 4 months periods get over, we would have entered Kartik month. Okay. Is it clear? Now let us understand why just these four things. So there is also, you know, the health perspective also is involved when it comes to avoiding. They could have been many other things, right? Why just green vegetables? Why milk? Or why curd? Or why urad dal only? There are so many things in the world to eat, but why particularly these four things we do not eat? So first, let us begin with green vegetables, like the green leafy ones, the palak and methi and all those kind of things. So now we all are aware. Sorry.
Asha Mataji is saying that because of the rain, there'll be a lot of kida worms.
Yes, very, very 100% correct. Because this month, it is the rainy season. And in the rainy season, a lot of insects and worms, small, very, very small little worms come out. And their food, they find that this green food is very tasty for them. So that is why we do not consume because of catching diseases, catching infections. We avoid taking green leafy vegetables in this rainy season. So for the first month, we avoid taking green things because all these green vegetables is attract the worms get attracted towards these green vegetables. So if we consume it, we will be prone to a lot of bacterial infection, just like spinach and lettuce. That salad leaf is there which we put in a sandwich and eat. So that is for the first month. Now moving on to the second month, once the monsoon gets over and we enter into August and September, it is recommended we should avoid curd. So what happens is when we take curd, our the stomach is not able to digest because that time digestion becomes very slow because of the after effect of rains and everything. the digestion becomes slow, and then it is very difficult to digest curd. Once the monsoon is over, all our digestive system, it is very difficult to digest those things. So that is why we avoid anything which is fermented. Like means curd. Curd is fermented, right? Curd, you keep milk and put some culture, this little curd portion in the milk and let it stay there throughout the night. So basically, in that month also, from the health perspective, it is difficult to digest curd in that month. That is why we avoid curd in the second month. Now we're coming to the third month. Third month means milk. Again, milk is very heavy to digest during that particular month of almost September and October. So again, because of digestion also, a lot of people say that whatever quality the milk has, it becomes very heavy in our stomach. So that is why it is recommended that we avoid taking milk products. So basically, it is all of, from the perspective of our health also, that we should actually avoid all these things. And the last item is urad dal, as I had mentioned, that we should avoid. Again, it is heavy and it is difficult for our digestion. So we should, that particular month, the quality or the nature of that particular month is such that urad dal anyways is very high in protein, and our stomachs become very heavy and very, very difficult to digest. So now, another important thing is that it is believed that many years back, when a lot of saints used to travel uh, throughout the country, preaching and preaching about Krishna consciousness and taking Lord's name and spreading Lord's name. So even those people would also rest in these 4 months. They would also not travel much. They would stay at one place and they would perform bhakti and try to spread the glories of the Lord, or Lord's name, just by staying at one place. So we all know that how during rainy season and then the months that follow, it is very difficult to travel because of all that mess that the rain creates. So that is why it is said that we should stay at one place, we should perform bhakti, we should think about the Lord, we should meditate on Lord's names, and being at home and trying to uh, be at one place, we should focus on Lord's names. So is it getting clearer? So basically, these 4 months we should perform more spiritual activities as much as possible. So this it is said it's a kind of a fasting because we are fasting from these four items. So it is not very difficult. It is said in scriptures that those who avoid eating these four things is a very good devotee. And every auspicious and spiritual activity, it becomes, very 10 times or 100 times more powerful if we do it in these months. So what else can we do in these 4 months? So basically, we are supposed to progress spiritually in these 4 months, focus on Lord's name in these 4 months. So there are many things which we can do. We should try to get up before sunrise, take a bath. We should chant early in the morning before sunrise. We can try to chant more number of rounds than regular. Suppose you're chanting 2 rounds, so you can try to chant 3 rounds during these 4 months, and you can try to avoid physical relationship, sexual relationship in these 4 months. You can try to give donation to the temple as per your capacity, and you can try to observe not miss any single Ekadashi which comes in these 4 months. So basically 8 Ekadashis will come. So try to follow all those Ekadashis and do Tulsi Puja. If you haven't started it as yet, make sure that you start doing Tulsi worship and offer Tulsi leaf to the Lord, make prasad for the Lord, and chant more number of rounds. And those who can read, they can read books of Krishna, books about Krishna Leela. If possible, you can try to visit some kind of holy places like, Mathura, Vrindavan, or Mayapur, or any other place. You can try to visit, go to Ganga, take a holy dip in the Ganges. And before you go to sleep, try to say thanks to Krishna for giving you whatever bhakti in this lifetime. So before you go to sleep, you can, express your thanks to the Lord. And what you should not break four regulative principles like no meat eating, no gambling, no drinking of liquor, no illicit sex. You should not criticize anybody. If possible, if body permits, then try not to sleep on the bed, but try to sleep on the floor, like put a proper bedding and sleep on the floor. Don't do oversleeping. It means don't, I mean, if you're sleeping at say 9, 10 to 11 o'clock at night, and don't think that, oh, I'm very tired, so get up say 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. So don't oversleep. Try to get up as early as possible in the morning. So these are some of the do's, some of the things that you can practice. And if possible, I will also try to, incorporate reading of books from, Krishna, or whatever books Prabhupada has written, or any of these, prayers which are very, very auspicious reading in this month. I will also try to incorporate in the class in these 4 months.
What was the last point, Mataji? Sorry.
No, I said I will try my best to incorporate some special reading, like some special classes in this month, whichever is very, very auspicious reading in. Some of the books which Prabhupada has written are very good to read in this month, or reading from, the childhood pastimes of Krishna. So some certain reading is very important. So I try to incorporate those things in these 4 months as special classes. So those who have anybody who's got deity at home, they can give a bath to the Lord with milk, curd, and ghee, honey, and sugar, like five items you can mix, and you can give a bath to if anybody has got deities at home, like a small Gopal, or anybody has got Gaur deities, so they can try to, and if any temple is close by, you can go there and
There's a little
sub
confusion about the bathing ritual, Panchamrit. Can you repeat that?
Panchamrita. So you can do that.
Could you repeat that, Mataji? What is it? What does
Yeah,
it?
I'll just milk, I'll just put it in the chat.
It says 10 minutes, it will close.
Yeah, we'll enter again.
And Mataji, what to do with this? Give bath with this?
Yeah, tea bath, and then it can be taken as prasad. It can be, as I said, that curd and milk if it is offered as form of Panchamrit, it can be eaten, it can be consumed.
No,
We
this is
can,
not for bathing, right, Mataji?
sorry?
This is not for bathing, right, Mataji?
Yeah, it is for bathing. So those who bathe the Lord with milk, curd, ghee, honey, sugar, it is said that they become very prosperous in the world and they go to heaven after if they do this activity.
Sorry, Mataji, just to clarify so that I don't propagate any wrong practice. You are saying that this 4 months, people who have a deity at home can bathe them, correct?
Yes, yes, you're right, right.
And bathe them with water or bathe them with these items?
No, these mixed together, these items.
Okay, not with water, right? Or
No,
with
not
water
not at
and
all.
then
You
this.
take you take a small vessel and like one little quantity you mix all these things together and together you can bathe the Lord with all these things.
There are Mataji, some people like Nilima Mataji and some other people, they're saying they do that.
They do that. Okay, that is great. So especially try
You do
to
4 months,
uh,
Mataji, that's the question.
yeah, only 4 months means you not daily, but you can do as and when you're comfortable, you can do that. I mean, it is especially auspicious during these months. Otherwise, if you feel like doing it, you can do it. But in these 4 months, it is more auspicious.
Okay.
So giving charity and you know is also part giving charity in the temple or for any work, giving charity for any work which propagates the holy name, which propagates Krishna consciousness. You can give donation there. So basically, like how we used to discuss about the Kartik month, that whatever you do, it gives you benefit hundreds of times. Similarly, this Chaturmas also, if you do some activity, spiritual activity, it gives you 100 times the results. So try to do all these activities as much as possible. You can try not to travel much, be indoors, and try to chant more, worship the Lord more, and do this bathing of the Lord and cook for the Lord. Like as I had mentioned earlier, that in ancient times, sages, they would not travel much. They would reduce their travel, outdoor activity because of heavy rains. Because the different kind of foods that they have to eat, it will cause health issues. So what happens is when our health is not good, we are not able to perform bhakti because our devotional service, our worship to the Lord gets disturbed if our health is not good, right? Suppose one day because your stomach is not good, and suppose because of eating any of these items, you have some kind of a loose motion. So it is very obvious that your chanting will get disturbed, isn't it? You will not be able to do your chanting properly. You will not be able to do your aarti properly. You will not be able to cook properly and not offer bhoga to the Lord properly. So point is that by avoiding these four items, your health will remain in a good condition. And as a result, you will be able to focus more on Lord's names. That is why we avoid eating these four things. So basically, these are the things we must remember. Not a very difficult thing to follow. We just have to reduce our sense enjoyment, the taste of our tongue. We have to reduce that and perform more of spiritual activity in these 4 months. So not a very difficult fast to follow. Very, very simple. Just avoid these four things and try to increase your bhakti, try to increase more of your devotion for the Lord. From my side, I will also try to increase, I will also try to incorporate different classes, different reading different scriptures and bring you different kind of stories so that we together can uh, gather more auspiciousness in these 4 months. So that's the end of our class. We might have to rejoin again. So Saurav is going to take a break for 5 minutes. So we'll also take a break and we'll join again after 5 minutes. And Rasrit, you can come back again and re-record the class.
I said 4:50 to be back. 4:50.
Okay, sure.
Now we are turning off.
Yes, we're turning. We can record.
Yeah. Uma Mataji.
Yes, we can start.
Hare Krishna. Mataji, B.A. Bali, Raja Bali, when he went to Patal Loka, and Mataji, so Uma Mataji is saying, so for example, so Uma Mataji is saying, so for example, right now Vishnu has gone down, in 4 months in that entire area where
Yeah.
King Bali was. So if Vishnu is there, maybe all the devils can then take back, they can, these 4 months, they can take back all the places and make all these challenges.
That is why Lord Shiva is in charge.
So all the asuras are niche only, right? Patal Loka, Mataji?
Yeah, asuras are in Patal Loka, but in Kali Yuga, asuras are all around us nowadays. Why do we think that asuras existed in those times? Asuras exist now also. In around us, the criminals and all the terrorists, they're all asuras.
Mataji, sorry. Just for the interpretation bit, so that the question we are there. She's asking where Vishnu, if he's gone down, can't all the asuras and bad people, asuras from Patal Lok come back and then take control for these 4 months and manage?
Yeah,
So,
that is what I'm
because
saying.
that's
That
why
is
all these
why
problems happen.
Lord Shiva is given the responsibility. If they come back, Lord Shiva is quite competent enough to take care of the world, of the entire universe. That is why all the duty is given to Lord Shiva.
So Uma Mataji is asking, what is King Bali doing, Mataji, there in Patal Loka?
That is his kingdom. He's not alone. His entire when he went, in the entire of his kingdom also went. No? Although all the people, all the demons, all went down only with him. So there is a proper kingdom. I mean, I have not seen it myself, but then it is we understand from the scriptures from Srimad Bhagavatam that his kingdom, like he's ruling there. Like how a king will be ruling here on the land. Similarly, he also rules. He's a king there.
More questions, Mataji. She's saying, can't we see inside with microscopes and all of that?
Even if you go down, you will not be able to see because we don't have a body to see that. See, if we go down, we can see Krishna, right? But we do not have the eyes. We are not ready. Our body is not ready to see Krishna as yet. Once Krishna gives that body and we come out from this material body, only then we can visit. All the great sages, they can visit. They can go to all those places to whom Krishna has given that power, and they are free from this material body. But our body is not ready for going down, and so chant more so that you become free of this material body, and then you can see whatever you desire. Krishna will fulfill all your desires.
Mataji, can Uma Mataji has more questions, Mataji. Is that okay? She said just two more people are raising their hands. So I said I'll ask.
Okay, we can take.
She says, Mataji, after my death, can I see all the heavens and other places and all those places, how this is being managed? Can I see that?
Yeah, a lot of bhakti has to be in the sense that I remember we were reading from Srimad Bhagavatam um about some great saint, and that how I'm so sorry, I've forgotten the name. That how he was so advanced, although he was in this material world, he was performing his tapasya, but he was so advanced that he could travel anywhere in the universe, and he had a proper plane, like how we have planes, we travel in aeroplanes. So he had a proper plane and he could go anywhere in the entire universe and visit. So we are not at that level in the sense that we cannot perform penances or tapasya for thousands of years in Kali Yuga. But the only thing we can do is do lots and lots of chanting, and once we become free from this body, then yes, definitely, since it is your desire, so it is said that Krishna will definitely fulfill this desire. But I am nobody. I have no, what do you call it? I'm also not that important. I'm also not so advanced in my bhakti that I can promise you that, yes, you'll be able to see. I can just pray. You can pray, I can pray that may Lord give us that vision so that we can see this. Please, we can see Lord's entire creation, right from Krishna Loka down to Patal Loka. And if Krishna willing, we can see, we can just desire, we can pray to the Lord, but whether we can see or not entirely is in Krishna's hands. Yes, the name of that Muni was Kardama Muni. I was just missing out. I'll just chat, put it in the type. Kardama Muni. And this is just one example. I'm sure there are innumerable sages who could do this. They could travel anywhere and do anything. But to go anywhere, we need to have that kind of a body. Like it is
Mataji,
said.
So sorry, Mataji. It's just 5:02, and we have 2, 3, 4 more
Yeah,
questions.
sure.
Please, sorry. Mataji, Sanjay Prabhu's question, I think, is what saying that, with age, our body starts just
Deteriorating.
fading, deteriorating. So the teeth, the hair start falling. Why does it happen, Mataji? What does Krishna have to say about it?
So it's like Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that this body is like a machine. He says like yantra rudani. He says that our bodies are like machine. So tell me, the refrigerator, TV in your house, sofa, your clothes, anything, everything gets old, right? Everything has a life, has a term to it. So this body actually is made of what, five elements only. It is not like the souls. Like soul is eternal. But this body is it's just made of these five elements. And these five elements are not permanent. They're temporary. So like how I said that our body is like a machine. So machine also ages. If you would have bought a mixer grinder, I'm sure you would be having one mixie in your house, a mixer grinder. Do you think its life is eternal? It will have, say, 10 years, it will last, or 12 years, 15 years, it will last. After that time, it will start giving problems, right? It will start making sound. It will not grind very nicely. If you want to put, simple thing like a tomato in the machine, the mixie, it will not very good, give a very good result. It will not grind very nicely. Similarly, the fan under which you are sitting, that fan, if it becomes very old, it will start making sound. The speed will slow down. So similarly, our body is also a machine. It has some capacity. Like in earlier times, it used to last for thousands of years because the yuga was different. But now in Kali Yuga, we age very fast. So because it is a machine, this machine slowly with age it starts uh, wearing it off. It starts deteriorating. And when the time comes, this machine has to be thrown and we move on to another machine. Our soul moves on to the next body. And if you don't want to come again and again in this body, then you have to come out of the cycle of birth and death, chant more rounds, pray to Krishna that I don't want to come back again in this material world. That's how you will not get this material body. You will get a spiritual body and you will eternally go and live with Krishna. Eternally. Nothing will happen to your spiritual body. So you should pray for that and pray for Krishna to give you that body which will never deteriorate. Hare Krishna.
Now, problem, Mataji, 5:07. And
Okay, if
there,
it's a short question, you can take. We had a lot of breaks. Sorry, Saurav,
I
because of
understand.
our.
I understand, but I have to actually go somewhere.
Okay. You can ask Rishikesh. We can. We should have taken less time with Uma Mataji actually. Can Rishikesh type me his message? I'll answer to him
I
in
spotlighted
whatever.
Mataji. I asked him if it can keep in short. He
Okay.
said after 4 months, I understand. Mataji is asking about the food. Can we eat 3 times a day, or should we eat just once in the afternoon,
Yeah,
evening?
you can. I mean, if it is possible for you to stick to one meal a day, it is very good. But it's okay. Just avoid these items is also, it's fine. If you can, if you have the capacity, you can just eat once a day. So focus should be more on chanting rather than food, because sometimes when we are feeling very weak, then we cannot do proper chanting. So make sure that chanting, quality of chanting should not suffer. If you can do both, very good. If not, then chanting is on the top of the list.
Sorry, Rishikesh was asking a second question, Mataji. I had to
Yeah,
stop him.
that's okay. That's okay.
I
We
see
accommodated one
Mataji also
question.
raising her hand.
Yeah, yeah. So we can move on to next class for with their questions. Sorry,
I'll
Prakhar. We
take
will
them.
take it in the next.
I'll just take them, Mataji. Some I feel guilty. I don't know, but we really need to work this, Mataji. 5 to 6, 2 minutes
But
silence.
today there was a lot of breaks, or I'm very sorry because there was a lot of breaks today. So I also lost focus because of the breaks.
Hare Krishna. Seven. He said there's 7 layers. What are those 7 layers? Uh, Underneath, under the ocean, 7 layers. What were the 7 layers? That's the question.
They are the 7 lokas actually. I don't remember them by heart. I can post it in the group. That's the lokas below the ocean level. So I can send it. I can in fact, the picture which Rasriti was sharing, even that had all the names. I'll send it to you in the group. Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Hare Krishna. Hello, hello. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Namaskar. So, Mataji, we
Yes,
can,
we can eat. We can eat. We can.
because
I'm talking the leafy vegetables, not the green. Other greens you can eat. Bottle gourd, so many green vegetables are there. You can eat all. Hmm. So thank you so much, everyone.
Kadi Patta.
That you can do. Coriander and curry patta you can have. Like it's
Uh-huh.
like a seasoning only, no?
Can we have that?
Yes, we can have. Yes, we can have. The seasoning we can have.
I didn't understand what she was saying, Korean. Okay, okay, clear.
Thank
Because
you, sorry,
chutney
sorry.
with stuff, right? Chutney of these things. That's why she was asking. No problem, Mataji, I
Yeah.
understand. So the chutney and all of that is made of these things, and that's why she wanted to clarify. We can have that, right?
Yeah, we can have that. But chutneys avoid just garnishing. Try to just garnish. Don't eat chutney. No methi bhaji. No methi bhaji. Just
Okay.
1 month. After that, it's milk. Sorry, it's curd. So once curd starts, then you can eat greens. Understood? It's only for 1 month. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Today we got really, really late. Very, very sorry from my side. Sorry.
No problem, Mataji, I understand.
Hare
No,
Krishna.
it's not for you also. It's for the deaf also. I have to tell them also sometimes. Can we stop the recording? Please record. Can we stop the recording?